Find the zeros of the polynomial by factorization method and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial. So we have the polynomial, and here the independent variable is in terms of v. So p of v is equal to v square plus 4 root of 3v minus 15. So whenever we have root, you guys remember the funda, what we have to do? So we have to talk about like certs, is it not? I hope you guys remember the like certs. Okay, let's fill in the blank. So when we multiply, it should be equal to 1 into minus 15, that is minus 15. When we add, it should be equal to the middle term, that is 4 root of 3. Since we have root 3 as a result, so we need root 3 at both the ends. And we have over here minus 5 into 3. I hope this made sense. So let me explain the funda. See, when we have to add two numbers which leads to a cert, which leads to a number which has a root in it, both of them have to have the same root. That is root 3 and root 3 have to be present in both of them. If you want to add it or subtract it, that doesn't matter, but both should have roots. Since we have root of 3 and root of 3 at both the places, when we multiply, what do we get? 3. So out of 15, if I take out 3, I am left out with 5. So in this case, it's minus 5. So how do you get minus 5 when multiplied, and when added, I'll get plus 4. Quite simple. 5 minus 1. So factors of 5 is 5 and 1. So since we are looking at negative and all of that, so 1 has to be negative. And in this case, minus 1 is a negative aspect, a negative part. And when we add 5 root 3 and plus of minus root 3, we'll get 4 root 3. Does it make sense? And so we have p of v is equal to 1v square plus 5 root of 3v minus root of 3v minus 15. Okay, got it? And then we have to take common. So here clearly it's just v. So we left out with v plus 5 root of 3. And here we have what? Here is the tough part. We need v over here. So by default it is minus root of 3. How do we get 5 root 3 over here? See, one thing is, you be sure that 5 root 3 has to come. So you can just directly write this and end the answer. Okay, something like this. So after this, you directly write v plus 5 root 3 and we have v minus 5 root 3. Okay, right? So that's your answer. But yes, the explanation about how did 15 convert into 5 root 3 when we take out root 3 common, that I'll explain. See, 15 can be written as 5 into 3 and 5 can be written as root 5 into root 5. Again, all of this is in your fundamentals, right? The first chapter, so roots and everything, and quite a few examples, and the concept is very clearly explained over here, and it's well explained in your basics as well. So watch those, learn from those, and that's how you learn things better. Okay, so we have root of 5 into root of 5 into 3, is it not? So if I take one of the roots, obviously I'll be left out with, oh sorry, this is, I need to take root 3 common, my bad. Root of 3, if I take one of the root 3 out, I'll be left out with 5 root 3. And so we have the answer 5 root 3. Okay, again, all this is for your understanding, you need not write in your exams. But yeah, you need to understand, just don't copy it. But worst case scenario, if you're not able to figure it out, it has to be equal. This expression has to be equal to this expression. But yeah, if you don't understand, most of the time you end up having the wrong expression. So you need to understand. Okay, now let's figure out the zeros. So we have v plus 5 root of 3 is equal to 0. So v is equal to minus 5 root 3. Then we have v minus root of 3, which is equal to 0. So v is equal to plus root 3. And now on to the verification part. So what is the verification? Verification has to do with alpha plus beta being equal to minus b by a. So we have alpha is this and beta is this. Okay, you can take anything actually, but anyways, that you guys know now. So plus 1 root of 3 is equal to minus of b is 4 root of 3 and a is 1. So clearly LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, and on to the second part. Alpha into beta is c by a. So alpha is minus 5 root of 3, beta is 1 root of 3 is equal to c is minus 15 by 1. Minus 15 by 1. So clearly we have minus into plus is minus, 5 into root 3 is, 5 root 3 into root 3 is 3. So this is minus 15, which is equal to minus 15. Hence proved. Okay. So that would be your verification and the answer. Okay, so you can pause and have a look. Again, learn this part. This is the star for me in this question. Everything else is same set of patterns, nothing new. This is where you guys mess up, so learn this properly.